What's up? I am Chris Trott with Team TaylorMade here at the headquarters. Behind me is our fresh looking 2022 Tour Truck, the envy of the Tour. 2 floors, double decker, it's right there, carbon wood on the front, stealth graphics. Let's take a look inside. Whoa, 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 stop right there. There's the first brand new thing that I've seen. Look at that, a beautiful red carbon wood face mat. Come in, wipe your feet, let's get on with this. Beautiful high ceilings, letting in all the light. The colors really pop. And straight out the gate, you can see some brand new stuff we've added in here. The stealth carbon wood age graphic gets right in there. And let's have a look, because obviously that's what we've all come to see. The drawers are overflowing with swag. Look at that. We're ready for the season. We're ready to hit the road. You can see each of these have the wrap on. The movable weight technology is in there. That beautiful red carbon face. And on this, loft, lie, face angles, head weights, every detail a tour player needs in order to get the perfect club for their setup. And that's really the theme as we come through. It's like a kitchen. It's gonna work for you in a process. You're gonna come in, you're gonna speak to the reps. The players are gonna wait beyond our brand new graphic gate. They're gonna be on this side. Now we're working away, making the perfect golf club for you. We are on a USGA ruler to give you length. Swing weight is here. Loft and lie, which I'll come to on a Dela Cruz, is right there. But there's a flow to this system. We would get the spec, then we would move in, we would grab any golf shaft that you might need in the business is all gonna be in here. The players have all the choices, all the custom stuff they might need. We've already measured the tipping, we've measured the length. We would grab that and we would move in to hand select the club, which right here then moves to a Dela Cruz, which is packed up at the moment for transport. But we on here can look at the way in which the head will sit when sold, the face angle, the loft, the lie. It's also important because if you're going out there with a flight control sleeve as a golfer, that changes face alignment. This tool measures it all for you, so we know exactly where a player is when they have a gamer driver, they're coming in for a backup, or we're replacing something. And again, it moves into other areas. You can see the bending blocks right there for our bonded clubs. The fairway wood here. We would put the fairway wood in that block. And again, you can then, as a rep or tech on here, bend, manipulate, measure, get the perfect loft launch spin that you need for that player. Back into this area, which is Wade Lyles. These are all his tools that he will use in order to do his job on a week-to-week basis. And we have 2 curing cells. So at one point in time, there are another 2 on the other side. You can have 4 clubs going where you're actually drying these golf clubs, getting them working, and it takes 2 minutes and 45 seconds for that epoxy to dry. You mix them on here, it stays going. I'll show you that on the other side in a minute. 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and it cooks the golf club for 2 minutes 45, and it's ready to rock and roll, obviously after you've got the grip on. Here's some of the epoxy. We mix 2 parts black to 1 part honey with, of course, the quick center shaft beads, which makes sure that shaft is aligned perfectly. And over here you can see some of this epoxy is sitting on the side and it's still wet. So that will stay like that maybe for an hour or so until we cook it in the curing cells. Moving back into this section, if there is something we need to touch on the mill grinds, which is very rare these days because wedges have changed so much at TaylorMade. You've all seen it. We have these beautiful mill grind 3s with the sole, but we touch it in right there for the grind wheel. It does happen occasionally, but we also do carry some clubs that are already pre-set up, extra heads. Mr. Rory McIlroy, Dustin Johnson in there, pre-marked, pre-done with their perfect mill grind finish that they like. Also Tiger Woods, his heads are usually carried on there. They will never touch a grind wheel, purely no need. Electronic scales, if we're measuring out, of course, putter weights. And now we're into mainly the putter side, the putter grips, any tweaks or changes we make, that area is so bespoke, you have to get everything perfect. We'll measure it all down to the gram weight, get it bang on, ready to play. Some custom paints have come in here. Our new tech, Shane, he'll get in and customize and stamp a lot of that stuff, so he's going to get in there and make that perfectly personal for each player with some messages on there, whatever is required. A ferrule belt, so when you make that bonded club, it's not a flight control sleeve, so you have to turn the ferrule to get it absolutely bang on, sitting perfectly flush for the player. Now you'll also notice two types of tape. We have the double-sided, so two sides sticky, but it comes in a different width and a different weight than the single side of masking. So we will build up tape for players to get the perfect width grip that they want. That all, of course, impacts swing weight. We've got 3 of these swing weight scales, which is the balance point. It's a letter followed by a number. We've got 3 of them all around the truck. It's really an area that we're looking at all the time. But why am I telling you about these grips and the tapes? Because when it comes to this area, and it comes to what we're doing, we carry the players' grips perfectly as they would want them. Tiger, Doc Redman, Rory McIlroy, Matthew Wolff, Dustin Johnson, Collin Morikawa, just some of the crew. Sergio is sat down here as well. And you'll notice 3 right, 2 left, 2 plus 1. These numbers, these figures, the 3 right, 2 left, is going to be 3 double-sided on the right hand and 2 left on the left hand. So 2 on the left hand. So you're taking out the taper of the grip for Dustin just with the tape. So you remove some of that taper. And then Wolfie with the 2 plus 1 is going to be 2 masking plus 1 double-sided to give you the perfect weight that he likes underneath his grip. It's all done, it's all custom for these guys. So you're asking me, Trotty, as we're working round, what the players doing? What are they doing? Well, they're exactly where you guys are stood right now. They are in the chill out area, and they will usually be sat right here with caddy, with agent, with whoever's in here, eating, chilling, playing PlayStation, watching TV. Whatever they fancy is happening in this relaxed area. And that brings us to the road. When you're relaxing, you're gonna need snacks. The snacks are right over here. We keep snacks for these players and snacks for our guys. This area is snacks. We keep Trackman, Foresight, anything else we need up here. Beautiful Wolf coffee machine, beans from all over the world. The fridges are always stacked. Gotta have everything we need from Diet Cokes to waters. And of course, Mr. Wade Lyle's ice machine, very specific as to how he likes his ice. So he got his own machine. As we come back into this area, I must take a little tap and a nod to the lighting. Of course, it's only going to be red for this season. But when we get to US Open, we want to mix it up. Maybe we'll go white, maybe we'll go blue. We'll get patriotic. Players' lockers. This is the vanity area. You can get yourselves in here. Maybe you can see yourselves. Get your hats on, get dialed. Any caddy hat style you might want. Anyone out there with friends and family who wants a hat, this is where they come. But then you get into the custom areas. Ricky Fowler has some of his picks. Golf ball sat in here. Also his own custom T-peg. They're all sat right in here with Pistol Pete. And you can see that we do that for all the boys. Dustin Johnson, another good one always to take a sneak peek at. DJ's got one of his grips sticking around for his putter. This is the Super Stroke. And it also has a slightly more sharper edge and a tighter leather. He has his own snapback hats in there, and of course his TP5X golf ball. But before we go any further, I told you about the double decker. I told you about the 2 floors. Behind me, there's a staircase. It would only be wrong if I didn't show you upstairs. So as you take the journey upstairs, it's spacious. That's the first thing that shouts out. But of course, it's also an open kitchen. Check out that view, one of my favorite views on this trailer. This is the Kickback Area. You might have seen some of our former podcasts taking place in here. Full-size TV. Watch whatever you want, chill whatever you want. This is where we do the deals. This is where we do the kick and back. Sometimes you have some nice lunches up here. But also, it's the best view in golf because you're looking down on everyone else. But today is that little bit more special than ever before. Like I said, we're at TaylorMade HQ. The season is getting underway, but right there, that's one of the best views in golf. We're on my home away from the road, and then that's the home from home. Enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this trip. Now it's time for us to get on with it and you guys to skedaddle.